A huge moo to the herd and welcome back to our playthrough of Rise of Industry. So, where did we leave things yesterday? Well, we'd actually achieved a fair amount. We'd built train stations, we were building, had our work clothes industry, supplying the sprawling metropolis that is now Dorking. We had plenty of tinned mutton. But we also had a major issue. Yes, we had far too much stuff clogging up our warehouses, as you can see. So I spent some time this morning just looking through, see if I could figure out the ratios, etc. But bizarrely I couldn't. It turns out there was a reason for that. Because when I was looking at the numbers on the screen, they weren't tallying up what I was calculating. So I have applied the latest beta patch to the alpha, which is kind of confusing. So I've got a beta patch for the alpha, which is the alpha for the game, which isn't in beta yet. I'm going to stop thinking. So this has done quite a few things that are quite handy. First things first, the little figure here, the last month's production, now accurately reflects what last month's production was, rather than the odd number I was getting earlier. More importantly, if we look at warehouses, you find they've got a whole host of new tabs. They now have an incoming products tab to show which products are incoming, and an outgoing one, so it's showing where it's going. Destinations still remain the same, but storage, now this is the interesting one. Storage now has a slot capacity of 99 units. So basically what that means is for each one of these products, they now have a maximum capacity of 99. So if I dump all the steel, that will fill up to 99 now, which means we shouldn't get the same problems we were getting yesterday, where because I had too much water or I had too much wheat, it was clogging up the entire warehouse network. So that's, as far as I'm concerned, quality of life fix, that's perfect. I'm going to dump the iron ore from that as well. So our goal for this session is to tidy up this mess, because as you can see I have industries everywhere. I've got duplications, I've got too much stuff being produced, and it's just going to make things more difficult when it comes to the end game. So the plan is to start scaling back on stuff. We'll do that by switching off industries, seeing if we're still able to produce stuff. We'll maybe reduce down some of the warehouses. We'll pretty much do whatever is necessary to get things going. Our long-term goal is to build the prototype car. So there's the factory, which we haven't unlocked yet, which we will do. It's just here. So we can see we've got all these elements that need to be built. So let's get ourselves started. First things first is I'm going to queue up some research for our advanced distribution. Why? Completionist in me just wants to get things done. So we've got trains now. We want to add the additional train capacity, train speed, you know, faster trains always good, and the additional destination slots. We'll add a boat depot in. And again, we'll increase the boat depot capacity, and we'll leave it at that because I've filled up the amount of research slots. And we'll get started. So storage is full at the Zeppelin, sorry, apologies. Depot, and that's because we're waiting for the Zeppelins to move. Seems reasonable. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to go to my Zeppelins, and you notice trade routes have been cleaned up a bit. And currently we have 1 Zeppelin assigned. I'm going to increase that to 3 Zeppelins. It's going to cost me a bit more, but it does mean that I get more canned mutton. Every time I say the word canned mutton, it just sounds like the most unappealing food ever. So that means my preservation factories can get producing their goods, and then we can get that to Dorking, because the goal is to grow Dorking so it's this huge sprawling metropolis, and then we can sell more and more goods to it. The other thing that's changed is you'll notice there's no planned production here. When we started this game, we started on the easier level and we switched off town AI which will produce its own industries. So I couldn't understand why the planned production was still there. They fixed it. So again, another great quality of life fix, because I'm now not obsessing over what the heck's going on. So I have crop farms which are going nowhere. Why is that? Where's your destination? Warehouse 6. That one there. And if I look here, I've got almost full capacity for warehouse 6 for my wheat. That's not too bad. It's not blocking the mutton incoming. It's not blocking, well, it's not blocking mutton because everything else is sitting at 99. So that's a good start as well. Warehouse 10, again 99 grapes. You can see we've got far too much stuff here. We're not using it, so we need to start reducing it. So I have 2 orchards producing grapes. One of them is about to be switched off, and that is done. Okay, so if we go over to Dorking and say, right, we know that for our liquor store we need 9 every 15 days, but you notice none are stored. So why aren't I producing enough wine? That's an interesting question. So I've got plenty of grapes. That's because my wine is currently stored. And the reason for that is if I go to warehouse 10 and go to destinations, there's nothing there. So I'm going to need to change that. There's tier 1 product for wine. Set my destination to Dorking, and off it goes. So that'll send the trucks out. That'll start filling up Dorking's desire for wine. And this is one of the things I want to change. So at the moment I've got various warehouses delivering to the town. What we really need is just effectively a trade hub to deliver the goods to each town. Now if only there was a function within the game to allow that. Truck depots, trains, these all sound like useful things. Right, so if we check Dorking out now and go to the liquor store, we're still got none stored. Why is that? Am I just being impatient? I suspect I'm just being impatient. I mean, I've got plenty of wines. I now know what the problem is. I am an idiot. Nothing new there. Right. Which one's got the wine? This one's got the wine. So let's try that again, but this time with more feeling and less buffoonery. Right, send that one instead. That works better. So we should start seeing Dorking's request for liquor start improving, and it is. The other risk I've got is I'm saturating the markets here, which is fine for this level because it's not really impacting on the amount of money I'm generating. But for the more tougher difficulties, I've got to be careful because you don't really want to have too many goods because it drives down the price. And if it drives down the price, well, you're not going to be generating the cash, which is going to impact your business. So you can say we've got 37 stored. That's going to keep them going for a long time now. Again, the different stores have, I think it's a maximum of 100 that they can store. So we're going to reach that pretty soon. Which again means, am I producing too much wine? Or is this just because of the backlog I've got in my storage? Right, let's check out warehouse 10. Right, so what goods we got here? What can we sell? We can sell mutton. No, actually mutton's being used. That's fine. I've got plenty of wool. That should be sold. Does Dorking want wool? That would be under the hardware store? Weirdly. It does. Great. So let's dispatch farm produce. Is it farm produce? Yeah, it must be. Wool. And we'll send that to Dorking's hardware store. And again, that'll get the town growing. And the bigger it becomes, the more money we can make. What else have we got in here? Parchment. Do they want parchment? Now that will be weirdly under construction stores. They do. Ship that out. Tier 1. Parchment. After Dorking. So I've got 9 destination slots because I've researched all the stuff on this. So we can keep on doing this. Alright, so we're shipping out wool. We're shipping out parchment. And we're shipping out wine. Although we're shipping more in than we can send out. I'm hoping this will balance off, because my distilleries had a load of wine stored up in their capacity, plus the warehouse. So now the town prosperity is prospering. That's a new one, because normally it just goes to growing. So hopefully that's just a big boost to the total population. Hopefully. Right, so let's see warehouse 10. I've got canned mutton. Are we distributing canned mutton? No, we're not. So tier 2 for canned mutton, is it? Canned mutton. We'll send you to the diner, and off we go. Do we know anything for the liquor store? What else have we got in here? Grapes. Do they want grapes? I think that would be under the farmer's market. Yep, so we could sell grapes. Let's sell some grapes. Farm produce. Not berries, but grapes. Send them to the farmer's market in Dorking. Off we go. So it just leaves wheat. We'll leave wheat. Don't really need that. So now if we look at our finance. Yep, we're making 9.19 million per month. That's good. But more importantly, Dorking is now prospering. And if it's prospering, then it will grow. And if it grows, there will be more stores. And there are more options for me to sell stuff. So the one thing we need to look at is over here. We've got all these warehouses. We need to start selling some of this stuff off. So what's the best way of doing it? Well, wow, I blinked. That went too fast. So I've got cotton. Do we need cotton? Cotton comes under hardware store? Yep. So I could ship that off. But what we do need to be careful of... Oh, we could ship that by road, I suppose. It might be quicker just to ship it by train. So let's go to our... One second. Train terminal. Go to our trade routes. Look at our trains. So our train's just currently shipping... what's that stuff? Berry smoothies. That's what it is. So we can add another train in. Train terminal 1. And we're going to add in here some cotton. And then we'll add another stop in for train terminal 2. Great. So we'll hit play on that. And then what we'll do is we'll take warehouse, whichever one it was, this one. And we'll have our destination for cotton to be train terminal 1. Alright, and that'll start shipping that in there. So we're starting to move stuff around now, starting to be more efficient. This patch that's been applied is really, really beneficial. Purely because... just going to dump that. It means that you shouldn't get so many backlogs. Which will mean that you're not running around frantically going, oh, why am I not generating enough money? Oh, that's because these warehouses are all blocked up because I've got an excess of water or wheat or something else. So these guys are delivering everything up. When I hit 24, I think it was 24 for... That was 36 for that, actually. But interestingly, we're not getting much in the way of berry smoothies, so let's find out why. Right, so that's all good. So there's no berry smoothie sitting in there. That's fine. It's there as well. So let's have a look and see why we've got this. Plantation is currently making cotton. You're making berries, but you haven't got any water. Well, that's interesting. Why is there no water? Are we not producing enough water for this area? So there's water sitting here. And that's delivering that to warehouse 1, which is this one here. And there's plenty of water sitting there, but I can't understand why it's not being delivered to plantation 1. So that's the receiving. So that's sending water to Drinks Factory 5, Drinks Factory 4, Textile Factory 6, Textile Factory 2, Drinks Factory 3, Drinks Factory 2, Drinks Factory 1, Livestock Farm 7, Plantation 1. So it's, is that Plantation 1? It is. It's sending it. It should not come out. Is it just a traffic bottleneck, perhaps? How very peculiar. It could also just be that I'm being impatient again and it's just sorting itself out. Which wouldn't be a surprise for me. Pathing alert. Can't reach destination crop farm. Can't reach destination crop farm. Can't reach destination orchard. Why is there a pathing problem? What's your destination? Warehouse 10. It's just there. That's all clear. There's nothing breaking it. No, I can't see any issues. Let's just go over the roads again. As I've mentioned a few times before, this is a beta. So, or an alpha even, I should say. So there are going to be problems. That's, you know, one of the beauties of the games when you get the opportunity to test these. If you go in expecting everything to be fixed, you're going to be sorely disappointed. So, if you ever get an early access game, always assume that things are still broken and the developers are working hard to fix them. I've seen lots and lots of negative posts on things like Steam, etc., especially with early access games, saying, oh, this is terrible, blah blah blah. But you haven't actually given the guys the opportunity to fix these. So you log a bug, say it's fine, it's an issue, and they'll most part look for it. No, wait for this autosave to fix. We have a new store in Dorking. We have a car parts shop. Oh, this is good. So, this could be potentially quite an interesting upgrade for us, because if we start generating all the car parts, then we can get closer and closer to that end game. I like the sound of that. Let's finish off our last for our logistics. Meanwhile, we'll try and figure out what's going on with this, because I mean, everything seems to be working. Right, you're going to warehouse 6. Alright, it's not a pathing issue. I think it might be just a there's too much stuff issue. Let's see if this clears it. No, it doesn't look like it. And it's not like I've got huge amounts stored. Now there's always a risk when you put a patch on top of your save game, especially if it's from saved one earlier, that you might have issues. This is possibly an issue, I don't know. Right, so did I switch that one off? No. I switched this one off. So I'm going to delete this one. And we'll clear some of this road out of the way. And meanwhile I'm going to run over this again. Let's see if that makes any difference. Right. Destinations. Warehouse 10. That's fine. Have we got a surplus of grapes? Nope, we don't. So I don't know why that's not working. Is it a case of it's not reaching any water? Ah, hold it a second. That's got no water. Who's got all the water? Seems to have a water shortage. New cookbook berries. Nice. I wish I could get them working. Have you got problems with water? No, you're good with water. How about you? Again, no water. So our water siphons are currently all on. Right, you've got plenty of lumber. I was really interested in that. You're off. So let me increase the water supply. Let's see if it is just a case of water shortage rather than a pathing issue. Alright, so I've bought another water siphon back online. Warehouse 5, but you've got plenty of cans. Warehouse 6 had plenty of wine. And Dorking is still growing, but not prospering. I want it prospering. Where's the problem? Again, you need grapes, and there's tons of grapes lying around. And there's plenty of wine lying around as well. It's one of those moments when you've gotten used to a game and started to understand some of the nuances. You're so very tempted just to start afresh. But I'm going to wait off because, as it stands at the moment, there's still obviously fixes going in. Don't really want to start again until they've bought a few more fixes in. So we'll see how we get on. Now, why are you not flourishing? Partially supplied? Liquor store. Fully supplied. Good. Right, that's one we wanted. Farmer's market. What have we got here? Apparently delivering nothing to the farmer's market. Diner? Tinned mutton. That must be... canned mutton sitting at 0. Now here's a delivery. Who's delivering the canned mutton? No one, apparently. Oh, this is one of the perils of just dumping everything down as you go. You so easily get lost as to what's going where. Right, let's have a look at our food preservation factories. Now, your outputting is to Warehouse 10. Warehouse 10 doesn't actually have any in. Now, is that a case of you don't have enough? No, you're producing stuff, right? So you're good. We're just not producing enough to meet the demand. Again, you're good. And number 3, you're good. Right. So that's kind of good, because it means that we can work out the ratios, etc. Still haven't managed to fix why there's these pathing issues. We should have more water in the network. It says cannot reach destination. The destination is Warehouse 10. Doesn't seem to be any bugs, it's just there. And clearly you are sending trucks, but Right, this is incoming, so let's set that to all manual and all auto and see if that clears it. Right, incoming slots 3. Let's check some of these other ones. Incoming slots 13. Thought there might have been a limit on the incoming slots, but no. That's all good. And there's nothing sitting in Warehouse 10. I wonder if Warehouse 10 is bugged. Should we just dump it? And see if this corrects itself. Where's your destination now? Warehouse 6. That seems okay. You've still got reporting a cannot reach destination error. Very peculiar. And what about you, Crop Farm 2? Your destination Warehouse 6 as well? Yep. Again, all seems to be okay, but except we're not receiving much in the way of water. Oh, the mess we've made. Right. Don't want to do that one. Alright, R&D alerts. So we've finished all of those, we can clear that. Production alerts, I'm just clearing all those. What's this logistics alert? Destination storage is full, Truck Depot 3. What's your destination? You don't have a destination. Again, that could be an issue. Oh, wait a sec. Transport route. Truck Depot 3. Truck Depot 3 is delivering water from there to Truck Depot 2. Which, if we go all the way over here, is the depot here. Yeah, so we've got tons of water. Dump. There you are. Problem fixed. And transport route is to just ship workloads. Oh, Zeppelin Field 2, storage is full. Again, we've got too much in terms of tins. Or cans, I should say. Oh, what a mess. Right, so Dorking is now prospering, so we're delivering the goods. We're getting very close to that 600,000 mark, which should hopefully bring us another store. And then we can consider what we want to do. Now, a big part of me says, shall we fully supply car parts? Should we just trash our industry and look at fully supplying car parts to Dorking? Now that would be a good challenge because it then will lead on to our prototype car. Now let's have a look at our tech tree. So we completely finished the auxiliary chain. We've done home goods, so petrochemical. I think that could be useful. So raw rubber, actual rubber, refined oil, plastics, chemicals, tires. I think we'll need those. Rubber tubes, adhesive, and paint. Right, so our goal, I think, is to scale back our industry and then build our industry around the car parts store. So we want to supply all the goods to the car parts store because hopefully we'll get our car prototype in and then we'll be in a really great place. So, we'll just wait for this last one to be done. Oh, so last three. I don't know why I'm looking at bars going across the screen. It seems a bit futile. So, first one we want. Interior lining. Okay, so for interior lining we need heavy fabric and cardboard panels. That's not too bad. Okay. Do I have anywhere that's producing heavy fabric Oh look, I do. I've got these factories over here. Textile factory producing dye. Heavy fabric every 45 days. That's good. So let's just build some heavy fabric. Right, so I need fibers. Check. That's one of the ingredients. I've got 2 producing fibers, so that's 1 and 2. That's producing heavy fabric. That's producing work clothes. Well, let's change that to interior linings. Okay, so for that I need cardboard. Is that cardboard? Oh, got too many windows open. Yep, so cardboard panels. Now I've got an industry over here set up to produce cardboard panels. So instead of producing cardboard, let's just change that to cardboard panels. Again, they're not actually functioning because they haven't got any heavy pulp. So 1, 2, 3. Set use of cardboard panels as well. 4. And what are you currently on? Cardboard panels it is. Great. And then we'll take you, and you'll produce heavy pulp, but you need water. Water seems to be our Achilles heel at this moment in time. So you need water as well. You're going to make some heavy pulp. And finally you, also heavy pulp. So what's the issue with water? No one seems to be actually generating it. So where are you sending your water? You're sending your water to... Alright, so you're now green. So hopefully that works. Alright, and are you the same problem? Alright, you're green as well. What about you? You're manual because you're out of range of everything, which is fine. So I have now 2 water siphons which should be doing their stuff. I've also got far too much lumber, which should clear once the water starts getting delivered. Alright, so where are we getting this all from? So paper mill 7 is going to warehouse 2. So that's oops, wrong button. That's the one I wanted. Warehouse 2. Hello. Do you have water? You do. Destinations for water? Wrong one. Outgoing products. That's the one I wanted. Right, so you're on the list. The problem you've got, do you know how to have any water? I'm going to dump these for a bit. Okay, so how do we get this water to work? Give it a little bit of time. See if it clears itself. It doesn't seem to be filling up. So what are we doing? So we are making interior linings for our train terminals full of everything by the looks of things. Alright, so we're making interior linings for our car parts. Meanwhile, let's get the prototypes underway. So my goal will be to sell all of the stuff to Dorking, and then we'll start producing cars once we've got that done. I'm a bit concerned that this water doesn't seem to be flowing. So incoming products, water siphon 1, that's that one there. Is it actually generating stuff? It is. It must just be coming straight in and then going straight out again. Yeah, it is. So we need more water. Right. Let's see what our outgoings are for watering. Water. Orchard 2. Brewery and distilleries. Crop farms, livestock farms. Wow, that's a lot of demand for water. Let us switch the water off for the orchard. We'll keep the crop farms for the time being. We'll keep the livestock farm because we need those. Livestock farm 5, 6. Paper mill 1. Right, you still go there. Paper mill 2, paper mill 3, 4. Great. 9, 10, 11, 12. All good. Right, let's see if that makes any difference. Right, the other thing we can do is we can start shutting down some of these. So we don't need wine for cars. Drinking and driving is bad, people. So, demolish, 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 demolish. And we'll take out the orchard as well. Just tidy that up a bit. Okay. You're actually still running. Right, I'm producing mutton. Now, do I need wool for anything? Let's have a look at our big list of things that we are doing right now. So go to now have a bookstore as well. Right, car parts. So for our interior lining we need heavy fabric and cardboard panels. Now cardboard panels are just heavy pulp at a paper mill. That's fine. Heavy fabric requires fibres, dye and leather. So that's cows, that's berries, and that is cotton. So again, we don't need anything for that one. Biofuel needs potatoes. Again, don't need lambs for that one. Lambs, sheep. Rubber is rubber, which is produced at a petrochemical plant which requires raw rubber. Yeah, no sheep there. Radiators. That's at a Holmes Good factory, which needs steel and copper tubing. Right, steel, copper tubing, yep, no sheep. Rubber tubes, petrochemical plant, which requires raw rubber, still no sheep. Car seat, which requires a furniture base and cotton. Yeah, still no sheep. Cardboard panels, heavy pulp, no sheep. And alternators, copper wire, still no sheep. Okay. I wonder what we're going to get rid of. I think it's time for the sheep to go. So we'll get rid of all of these livestock farms. Again, tidy up the roads a bit. I think there's a couple more here. Okay. So we should start seeing a bit more water coming in. Let's see what our destinations are. Outgoing products, crop farms 1 and 2, and paper mills. And yet, strangely, not seeing the water there. And considering the water siphon 1 is just delivering to warehouse 2, which is across the road from it. Ooh, one of our paper mills just came alive. Right, we'll see how that goes then. We're starting to produce the pulp, which is exactly what we're after. Now, one of the things we needed was, if we go back here for our car parts, was car seats. And for that, we need furniture bases. So furniture base, we need wooden planks. And then furniture base S. So, paper mill, I want not a paper mill at all, it's a furniture store I need. Have we actually built any of those? Home goods factory, that's the one I wanted. Let's drop our first one in here. Am I being incredibly dense? I am being incredibly dense. That's not what we wanted at all. It's almost like I need a sawmill of some kind. Or a carpentry centre. That sounds more like it. Right. So I need wooden planks. Brilliant. It's going to produce 3 every 40 days. Now furniture base S requires 2 every 40 days. Okay, so if I build another one of these, another carpentry centre, where are you? There you are. Spin you around and set you to furniture base S. Okay, and then hopefully this will start producing our wooden planks, which will then be shunted straight into our carpentry centre. 2, which will then produce our furniture base S, and couple that with some cotton, and we've got our car seats. Cotton. Do I have a lot of cotton? Do I have a surplus of cotton? Let's have a look. So I've got plenty of beef and some cotton, so not a great deal. Plenty of heavy materials, and fibres and dye and such like. Yeah, so we're good there. I think what I am going to do is stop selling cotton, because I'm going to need it now. So let's find our train with cotton and we'll ditch that route. Oh no, we're stagnating. Well, that's, to be honest, it's not surprising. Oh, well, does stagnating cause the population to decline, I wonder? Let's have a look. We're about to have a month tick over, so 636803. No, it seems good. Right, so I need to get, once this starts its production chain, we're still waiting on pulp to come in, and that's started to filter through. And we've got furniture bases being delivered, have we? We have indeed. So let me just double check to see, close all that. So my tech tree is now fully complete, and it should mean I've unlocked this one. It's only cost me 50 million. That's not too bad. Right, so water is still being shipped all the way to the other side of the map. And you are full? Full of what? Full of hope? Full of beef. Leather, I'm more interested in. Where's that all going? Oh, that's going into our work goods. Okay. So what do we got up here? We've got a livestock farm making coos. Making coos. We've got our plantation with cotton. We've got a crop farm with wheat. So if I've got plantation, wheat, everything else I need up here, what are you for? Time to say goodbye. We'll clear that out. Clear that back. And Are we having a surplus of water yet? Not yet, but we do have cardboard panels. So what we do need to do is decide where we're going to be assembling everything. So cotton's going to be balanced a bit here. So I am getting a surplus of cotton. So I really want to ship cotton. Actually, I need cardboard panels up here. Why don't I just build... Where do I build? Where's the carpets? Textile. Linings. That's at a textile mill. I have textile mills here. Why don't I just ship the cardboard panels up to here? And then I can just start building linings. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. I have a truck depot here as well. Do I have a truck depot down here? I could have one. So, logistics, truck depot. Pop you in there. And then warehouse 2, which has got the cardboard panels. You're going to deliver them to... Right, let's take that off because I don't need that anymore. Take that one off. That one off. Not making any liquor anymore. Construction goods for parchment. That can go, and that can go as well. It's a nice easy one. Right. Tier 1 cardboard panels. Maybe it's just... Well, it shouldn't be farm produce. It's not tier 2, is it? Apparently is. You're going to truck depot number 4. Okay. I don't think we need 5 trucks per day. 3 will do. And we'll create a new trade route for transport truck depot 4 to take it all the way up to truck depot 2. So, trucks, depot 4, we'll add as many cardboard panels as we can. And then we'll add a stop, which will be truck depot 2. And we'll hit that play on that. And then, what we can do is we can just have truck depot 2. We're going to dump this and dump the water. And we're not shipping this water to warehouse 1. Is warehouse 1 full? No. Right, so what we are going to do is take cardboard panels and ship them to warehouse number 1. So when the trucks arrive, they'll deliver that up there. Warehouse 1 will have the cardboard panels, we'll have the heavy materials, so all we need to do now is just add another textile factory in. Will you fit on the end there? Just you gonna make interior linings. Actually, didn't I set someone else to make up interior linings? I think I did. I did. That one there. So let's take you out. Don't need you. Just wait for this autosave to complete. Thank you. What are you full of? Beef. Milk. Destination storage is full. So something's trying to get there and it'll probably be... Yeah, look at that. Got tons of the stuff. Far too much if you ask me, but hey. Are we producing... We've still got loads of water. No panels yet. Where are my trucks? Come on, guys. Dump the water. Let's give ourselves plenty of space. So if I look at my trade route... Right, that should be on its way. there's the convoy of trucks. Paper mill, I wanted it was truck depot. Oh, and actually, that's a convoy of trucks filling water. Right, these guys must be more water. I think there's a trade route here that's delivering water. Which one is it? That one can go because we're not using that one anymore. This one, I'm not going to have 10 trucks. Let's reduce that to 5. Let's ditch this water because obviously that's far too much. So here's the interesting question. You've got the stuff there. So why haven't you delivered it to Truck Depot 2? It's all going there. According to this, the trade route is active. You've got 4 slots in use, 12 products available, and yet you're not going anywhere. That's annoying. Increase the amount of trucks, see if that makes any difference. Oh, it did send them off. A strange glitch, perhaps? Alright, so that'll start delivering our cardboard panels. Meanwhile, let's ditch this water and change this trade route for water down to 1. Just for the time being. Now, does this mean my textile factory 4, is it? Yep, it's starting to make our interior linings. So our first of our car parts is done. Which is absolutely fantastic. We could just, you know, build this huge behemoth of a facility and have it all delivered here and make our first prototype car. That sounds like a good thing to do. Right, so for the body chassis I need exterior body, interior body and adhesive. This car is held together with tape. I hope it's duct tape. Right. Interior body requires interior linings, car seats, and radio receivers. Wow, this is going to take a lot of industry. Do I just need to make one car? Possibly. Alright, the exterior needs a load of stuff from the automotive factory. Whew, there's a lot of planning that needs to go into this. What to do? What to do indeed. Time to have a thunk. So I'm just randomly looking at stuff at the moment. Right. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be produced to make this car prototype. That seems reasonable. Lots of industries. Which is why it's the endgame industry. So, do we look at making the interior body? Okay. For that we need interior linings. Now, I've got those being made. Car seats. Now again, if I ship the furniture bases up, I can make car seats. Radio receiver. Now, radio receiver is a bit more tricky because I need furniture bases. Again, they can be made up here. And diodes. Diodes need copper wire and glass. Okay, that's interesting. Which requires, well, we've got sand and coal, and we've got copper. So let's have a look at our facilities here. Hello. Right, Elstow, which is growing quite nicely. Yep. Also wants car parts. Yeah, you can't have them. More importantly, do you have copper? Coal, fish, iron, oil, sand, water, and wood? No, you don't. Grr. How about Denaway? You have copper. And gas. Right, time to build some heavy industry. What are you? You're gas? Let's ruin another area. Oh, there's copper. Okay. So let's invest some cash in Denaway. Buy a full build permit. So I've got plenty of money. And what do we want to do? So I want to build... I want to make diodes in this area. So I need sand for the glass. I need coal. So is it worth just shipping those over to here, which has a glassworks and smelter? I don't know why I'm making cans anymore, because we just need steel. Right, now you're making glass. You're making steel. Way of making... Nah, it just does the names. I thought there might be a way of actually showing what's each one's producing. Right, steel. Steel. So those two are steel. 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 Cans. Well, you're not making cans anymore. I'm going to switch you off, actually. You're not making cans either. So these two are making cans, and you could be switched off as well. How about you? You're making glass. We'll leave you on there. And you're making steel. So really what I want to do is mine copper and ship it to Elstow. Could ship it by truck, or I could make a train. Right, gatherers. Copper mine. Right, so one. Mess this up. 2. 3. Can I touch that? Construction alert. I wonder what that construction alert could be. Right, let's start this again, but this time not utterly mess it up. Bop, bop, and bop again. Add harvesters. Can I move that actually? Positioning these is a pain. Right, copper mine, let's try this again. Right, that would be better. If I position that right on the edge, and I go harvester, 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 and finally, will you fit in there? Harvester. Great. So, build some roads. Okay, So you'll be making some nice copper for me. And what we'll do is we'll have that out to here. We'll drop a warehouse. Where are you? Logistics buildings, warehouse. Spin you around. There. Now, I'm going to run trains backwards and forwards. Let's see how far we get in terms of what our production is. Already producing a lot of copper. Okay, great. I think just a relatively cheap truck depot will do us. So, truck depot. Drop you there. Or do I want to go there? Wait for the autosave to clear. And we'll move you around to here. And just because I like the tunnels, we'll drop a tunnel in. No tunnel. No. Oh, that's pointless. Right, that's it. You're getting terraformed. Flatten. And we'll take our road once more. I'll be glad when highways are here, I think. And that makes things more interesting. And what we'll do is we'll take that in a straight line up to here. And we'll finish it off by connecting up there. Truck depot 5. Good to know. For a truck depot here, there's a Zeppelin. So let's pop truck depot probably number 6. And you can go, hello, just here. Right, so, wrong button again. Alright, so warehouse is going to deliver copper to truck depot number 5. And then I'm going to have a trade route, new route, trucks depot 5, which is going to be shipping copper, lots of copper. And your route is going to be truck depot number 6. As long as I've got that right. Truck depot 6. Yep. Cool. I'll just hit that going. And then you can deliver a copper to warehouse number 7. Great. So, we have copper. Now, what are we trying to build again? I've been messing around with all this and I've utterly forgotten what we're trying to build. I should get a notepad and pen. Offset my lack of memory. Ah yes, we are trying to build all the bits for the interior body. I wish I'd looked at that one instead. Right. So we need copper wire, which is at the glassworks and smelter, and glass to make diodes. I am producing... Oops, wrong way. I am producing glass already in Elstow, and with the copper being shipped to Elstow as well, and the fact you have glassworks and smelter, we should be able to start making some... Right, so we'll make some copper wire. So we've got copper, and we've got... Oh, we just need copper for that. Brilliant. So that will start making copper wire. We are hemorrhaging money, but I think I've got a bit of time. I've got 835 million to play with. So what are you waiting for? You're waiting for copper, which you've got. But you're not... Oh yeah, I switched you off, that's why. Cool. Right, so I'm producing copper wire. I'm producing glass. What I want to do is make sure I'm not sending that glass out anywhere. We're going to warehouse 7. Which one's warehouse 7? Bye. You can still sell your stuff, but... Right. So you can still sell sand, because, you know, Elstow still needs its sand. Right, you are going to make diodes. Except you don't make the diodes. Who makes the diodes? Recipe book. Diodes. Diodes are made in the Home Goods Factory. So let's go and make ourselves a Home Goods Factory. A big lump of building right here. Diodes. Oh look, you're already set to go for diodes. Tyres. Nope. So they'll start delivering the copper wire, they'll start delivering the glass, and they'll start making diodes. I have my first piece of industry up and running. Well, for my complex chain. So let's go back down to Dorking. Because the one thing I do need to start shipping up is the... What are you blocked with? Berry smoothies. I thought we were still selling those. Why is my trains not shipping berry smoothies? Check trains, transport route, berry smoothies. To train terminal 2. And then ship that to the diner. Oh, apparently there's a load of cotton. Dump, that should fix it. And it does. So we can still make some money. A surplus of berry smoothies. Oh look, deliver, no. That's not berry smoothie, that's grape juice. You almost got me there. So we'll still make some money, not a huge amount. We've still got far too many buildings. We are starting to clear up some of the industry though. Right, so what was I going to do? Ah yes, furniture bases, because I wanted to make car seats. Are we actually receiving any furniture bases? Got plenty of interior linings. Nope. So somewhere around here is a surplus of furniture bases. Yep, warehouse 6 has them. Truck depot 4, and make sure I've got no transport route. So you're still shipping water, you're shipping carport panels, and you're shipping there. So let's add a... Let's have warehouse 6 deliver... You delivering anything to the liquor store? I don't think so. I'm not producing any wine anymore. Or wool. Or parchment. Right. So deliver... Is it a tier 2? I want to say it's a tier 2. Right, furniture base S to truck depot number 4. Or warehouse 4. Truck depot 4. Alright, and then I want a transport route from truck depot 4 to take up furniture base S. And then we'll send you all the way over to truck depot number 2 and offload them. Hit play, off we go. Okay. All looking good so far. So we're all, just to recap, anyone who's joined us, we are going for the end game in this game. A, because it's an utter mess, and I really want to start again, but I'm not going to do that without at least achieving a final score. So we've started producing all of the parts that we need for our car. So I'm working on the interior body at the moment. So we've got interior linings being built. We've got car seats about to be built. We need to just drop a carpentry centre in once all the parts are here. When they eventually arrive. Oh, actually they're in the truck depot, aren't they? Yep. So I'm just going to ship that to warehouse 1. That's a good one to go to. So choose destination, base S, warehouse 1. Okay, So they'll start shipping there. So if we get our furniture, our carpentry centre in, you're going to pop in there, and you're going to start making car seats. Yep. So we have furniture base, we've got cotton, that will start getting delivered, and that will be car seats done. We've got our interior linings, so all we need is to make transistor radios. What do we need for that? Okay, sorry, radio receivers, apologies. So we need some furniture bases again. We need a lot of those, and diodes to make the radio receiver. Well, I'm making diodes all the way over here. Somewhere. Truck depot, what are you full of? Oh, you should be fine. I am making diodes. I have a Zeppelin center here. And I've got furniture bases being made all the way over here as well. If I can find it. So if I pop a Zeppelin field in here, I could fly all the diodes over to here. They could be offloaded to my warehouse, and then we could make the radios. So that's our plan. Zeppelin field. Donk donk donk. Will you fit in there? Oh, what luck. Okay. Destination. You're going to send diodes to warehouse 1. And trade route. Where's our Zeppelins? Yeah, we don't need that one anymore. What we're going to do is delete, 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 and delete. And you're going to pick up diodes. Lots of diodes. 24 of them. And you offload them in Zeppelin field, not 2, but 3. And stop. Zeppelin field 3. Okay. That's all good. So the only thing I need to do now, only thing of many, is to make sure the Zeppelin field's actually receiving them. Get rid of those cans, I don't need them anymore. So warehouse 7, which has got all the diodes, it does indeed. So choose destination, and we'll send you to Zeppelin field 1. I do love these Zeppelins. Inspired, rather than the usual helicopters or anything else, why not use Zeppelins? Let's see what we got. Yeah, we've got 12 stocks up in there. So we'll just make sure we've got production going for these. I'm going to obviously need more steel to be done soon, but at the moment we're producing glass. We're producing copper wire, and we're producing diodes, so all good. And then once the Zeppelin's got a full cargo, that will fly its way all the way over to here. Whee! And drop them off into warehouse 1. And then from there we will start making... Now where do we make those? Where do we make those? Home goods factory. So we need a home goods factory here as well. Let's drop one down. Home goods. There you are. You're in your own range. You are going to be making the radio receivers. Okay, so you just need diodes. The diodes or LEDs? The diodes are LEDs. The light emitting diodes according to that symbol. Right, where are we? Just waiting now. Wait for that first Zeppelin to come across. How's it doing? No, it's got 16, so another 8 to go, and then we'll get 24 diodes over here, which will keep us going quite nicely. Right, just have a drink before my throat goes completely dry. Truck Depot 6 at Elstow. What's going on over here? Ooh, that was fast. Destination storage is full. Where is your destination? Warehouse 7. Oh yeah, you are full. Well, you can keep hold of all the copper for the time being. I'm sure we'll need it later. Oh, you're not actually making anything. Why is that? You need some more copper wire. Really? It takes too long to make that? How many copper wire do I need? 3, 4. Ah, that'd be why. What I could do is bring one of these guys into making copper wire. And then we'll have a bit of a surplus of copper wire. Hopefully. And once I switch it back on again. Click. Yep, but once this starts burning down, we should have more diodes. I need another 6. Deliver apple smoothies. Nope, I don't think so. Almost there. Just wait for them to arrive into the Zeppelin field. Right, plenty of copper, so it's another 2 delivered, another 4 to go. And I'll have 3 of my components made. Once those 3 are made, we'll start converting them into interiors. That's what I look on a recipe book. Alright, where's my car thingy-bob? Right, body chassis, interior body. So radio receivers, interior lining, seats to make 1 interior body. And this is done at the automotive factory. Do I have an automotive factory? Probably not. Might be worth getting one. Factories, automotive. Broom broom. Ah, there we are. You're tiny. I kind of expect you to be bigger. Automotive factory, and you're going to make interior body once all the bits are there. So how many do I have? So if the external, that also needs to be made in the automotive factory. And we need 3 interiors, 3 exteriors, and 3 rolls of adhesive tape, 9 rolls of adhesive tape. I wouldn't want to get into a car that was held together with duct tape. I'll be honest with you guys. You know, that's just, I think that's asking a little bit too much faith. Alright, has our Zeppelin come over yet? It's almost there. Another 2. And the Zeppelin's on its way. So we're getting closer and closer. Right, my train station is doing nothing now. There's no route set up for it. Well, there is. It's just not producing any. There's a Zeppelin. Incoming. Off it goes. I wonder if I get rid of this. I mean, how much is it costing me? Yeah, 65,000. Let's see, I have 100% uptime. Okay. So my automotive factory has the seats. Well, it will have the seats. Has the interiors. Just need the radios, which Home Goods Factory should be making once it receives the furniture bases, which seems to be a problem. Where is my furniture bases? Not producing enough furniture bases, apparently. Let's make a surplus of them. Carpentry, no, where are you? Carpentry Centre. Not producing enough wood. This is interesting. Because there's not enough pulp. There's plenty of water. In fact, I've got a surplus of water. Show destination, Warehouse 2. Is Warehouse 2 bunged up? Nope. Am I not producing enough lumber? Yeah. Right. I think we're going to scrap these paper mills. Because they're just costing me money. Money I should be using. So it seems my lumber is the bottleneck here. I would have thought it. I thought I had a surplus of lumber. So we could increase our lumber. Because we are going to need it for the furniture bases. Build another field. Lumber gatherer. Lumber yard. There we go. Spin you around a bit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Yeah, I know. Can't reach the thingamabob. Well, thanks for that. That's not road. That's the one I wanted. Road. Straight line. Straight line, and then straight into this one. No, connect. Hey, look, I've got a dual lane highway. Right, destination Warehouse 2. Right, hopefully that should increase the amount of lumber, which should then give me more heavy pulp, which should give me more furniture bases, which should allow me to blah blah blah. You get the picture. Destination storage is full. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of expected that to be full. Right. Dorking. How's Dorking doing? Is it stagnating? Still 655,000 people in it. Are we getting enough lumber? That is the question. Getting plenty of water. We do have some furniture bases in the truck depot, which is good. We are making cardboard planks. Alright, so we are starting to get there. Storage is full in my water siphon. Oh, that's not good. Is that because we've got like an abundance of water? Yes. I think it's time we switched you off for a while. I think I have too much water as it is. We can always switch it back on if required. Just close those alerts for the time being. and wait for the autosave to finish. We're building the wooden planks, which is great, because it also means we're building furniture bases. If we can get those shipped over, start the interiors of our car. Where's my oh, there it is. I don't want to zoom in all the way out there. Alright, carpentry centre. So we're still waiting on 8 furniture bases. And you're still waiting on 2 furniture bases. And you can start making the radios. And then finally, you need to make the interior bodies. And you're just waiting on the radio receivers. Of which I need 3 for the whole shebang. Yep, I need 3 interior bodies. What I could be doing is looking at what's needed for adhesive. Right, I need chemicals and plastic. So that requires gas and oil and gas. So let's have a look at our 2 sites. One at Denaway. Do you have oil and gas? You have oil and you have gas. Perfect. Major industry being built here. So, oh, look at that. Oil and gas next to each other. Could it get any better? Right, first things first. Do some terraforming and flatten. Well, try and flatten. Okay, so I need an oil field and a gas field. So, oil drill. And I want to put you as close as possible to there so I get plenty of range. And then we will spin. Where are you? 1, 2, 3. Go around that way. 4, 5. Connect these guys up. Right, that's that one done. And we'll do the same for our gas pump. Oh, sorry, I just saw the road's broken now. Right. Do the same for our gas pump. Whee! We're gonna circle there. Right. That way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I fit my wine? Pop you there. 5. Connect this one up as well. And then take both of you and connect you there and there. And we have an oil and we have gas. Now, what do we need for this? So, chemicals needs a petrochemical plant, which just needs gas. Fine. And going back, does that go back? Yeah, it does. Plastic requires oil and gas. So, what we are going to need is a warehouse. Logistics, warehouse. I'll pop you there. And we'll build our urban road. Yeah, I know. Wow, you made me mess up the road. Damn you, you're alerting. Okay. So we can start doing that. So petrochemical plants. Farms? No, that's not it. Petrochemical plant. Oh, they're big. You are going to be making chemicals. So get you stocked up with stuff. And number 2, petrochemical plant in there. You are going to be making plastic, which you already are. And then the final one, pop, pop, pop. Oh, too fast. You're going to be making adhesive. Right, I'll just let you guys kick on. Eventually, we should start seeing a nice surplus of everything. And we can start seeing adhesive, and then that'll be another thing done for our car. Let's go and check on, see how we're getting done here. Are we actually producing any diodes yet? No, we've still not got any furniture bases. That's rather disappointing. So we are making furniture bases. Lots of them by the looks of things. A truck depot has 6 of them, and it needs... oh, how many does it need? Transport route, not water, that one. That one needs 12. Is it a case of just not producing enough? I mean, you've got plenty there for car seats. Right, how many car seats do I need for this interior? Let's have a look and see what we've got in the warehouse. Ooh, that's the one I needed. Wow, I just misclicked, mishit the keyboard and found the button I was after. Right. So, I need... oh, I am actually making them. In which case I should just be quiet and let it get on. Sorry. Yeah, so I need one more in there. Well, I need a load more in there. It's nice when you stumble on keys. Have I got a surplus of lumber, I wonder? I do. So what I could do is build some more carpentry centres. Just 1 and 2. And you're going to make wood planks. I'll let you carry on with that. You are going to make furniture bases. Yep. Just wait for that to receive its delivery of planks. We actually have a ton of planks. We've got a reasonable amount. So that increased amount of furniture bases, which will hopefully mean my interiors will be done soon. And then once that's done, we can shut it all down because we only need to build 1 car, I think. Possibly. Alright, meanwhile, let's go and check how our adhesive is doing. You are here. Here you are. Oh, 4 rolls of duct tape. Which we need. Back. 9. And that's just for the body chassis. What about the interior body? Sorry, not the interior, the exterior. Rolling chassis. So we need 18. Again, worrying, but yeah, who am I to argue with? So we'll get the rolling chassis. So we need 3 of those, I think. Let's go and check. Car prototype. So we need 3 interiors, 3 body chassis, 3 rolling chassis, and then a car. And once we roll that car out, we'll be rich. Or not. Okay. Yeah, I know. Apparently I have far too much water still. We're starting to produce our first interior. 1 down, and then 3 to go. Well, 2 to go even. Interestingly, I haven't increased the amount of interiors. Why is that? I've got tons of them. It must just be waiting for it to deliver. So with that in mind, do I actually need to be making any more interiors? Probably not. So could I sell them? I mean, I do have the car parts factory in Dorking. Wants interiors. And it will pay a premium for them. Or shall I wait until I've done my first of my interior bodies? Well, I've got enough for 2 there actually, and I only need to make 3. I think we should do some selling. Train terminal. Which one's got it? You have. Right, new destination. You can go. Tier 3 good, is it? I feel it should be. No, it's tier 2. Oh no, it was tier 3. I just missed it. Interior linings. Choose destination. Train station. Train terminal 1. It's Dorking. And then we'll go to our transport route. We'll create a new train route. Terminal 1. We'll add these in. And we'll add a stop of train terminal 2. Get that running. And then from train terminal 2 we'll have a delivery of those to the Dorking car park shop. That might actually balance the books a little. See what happens. I mean, it's going to deliver 36 of the guys up there. And car parts requires 11 every 15 days, so that's 22 every month. Should be good. Hopefully. Either way, it should make things better. How are we getting on with our car? Well, we're building radios, we're building seats. So I think we're producing... We are. All factories have smoke coming out of them, which is good. And I think we're just waiting for them to be delivered. Yeah. What is our... So every 12 it'll send the trucks out. And it's just send a batch out. Our train departed yet? Has indeed. Should mean... Go to my car parts. Have I not sold any? Well, I made 52 million in the last month. That's not bad. And 7 million. So making profit again. And what are we doing? I'm going to figure out where you're actually delivering your stuff to. Warehouse 8. What's that one? So we only need 3 of these. So once that reaches 3, we'll stop production there. And then we'll start gearing up our production for the rolling chassis. once we've got that done, we're ready for this. 3 of them, 1 car, game over. Doesn't seem to be making a great deal of headroom in this carpentry bases, but again I think it's just a case of being patient. Dorking stagnating. No! How is our adhesive getting on? Do we have 18? We have 18. Right. I'm going to connect you up. And you, very slowly, are going to deliver the tier 3 product. Tier 2 product perhaps? Adhesive? All of it to warehouse number 1. This is miles away, but off you go. Because we're going to be assembling everything up here. Not doing too badly there. We still need more seats. Now I need 1 more radio, and that will give me a stock of 2, and then I can stop the production of radios. Should be good. Focus on getting the seats done, and there, because I'll need another 12 seats. No. Decline. And still decline. I can't remember which carpentry centre is actually making radios. You are. So you're waiting for furniture bases. You're waiting for furniture bases. And you're making furniture bases just very slowly. There's no reason why that should be... actually, is that a case that they're just sitting? They are. So once it starts batching, another 12 will come up. And hopefully that... so actually, I've got 6 in the automotive factory. So I can switch you... Wait for it to save. Off now. Don't need any more furniture bases. I've got enough to build my 2 there. So I just need to worry about car seats. This would be quite cool if I can get this done. The score will be low because it's at like newbie level, but that's fine, I can live with that. I've got plenty of cotton, so that's not an issue for me. Just need those bases now. And is the trucks arriving with the bases? It is indeed. Hopefully not delivering anything to the Home Goods factory. They are. But it's switched off. Why are you still delivering stuff? Grrr. I mean, I still need you for like alternators and car radiators and headlights and things like that, so I can't shut you down, but really annoying that. Oh well, you've got double everything that's needed, so I'm not going to complain too much. Alright, so we've just got to wait for more bases to arrive for the carpentry centre. Meanwhile, warehouse 1 should have a stock of adhesive, which it does. Another key component ready. So what else do we need for the exterior? So interior bodies, we will have 3 of those soon. Actually need 9 of them. Have I just been really dense? How many body chassis do I need? 3. So I actually need 9. So I have been dense. Dull. And 9 times 3, 18, 27. So I should have plenty of that. And exterior bodies, what do I need for that? Windows, headlights, and paint. That's no problem at all. Just need chemicals and dye for that. Headlights, light bulbs, and glass. Again, I can do that at the other depots. And if that just requires glass, well, I've got that already. So I'm going to need 3 exterior bodies. Now I'm going to need 3 exterior bodies? Yeah, I need 3 exterior bodies to do that. So let's just get all the seats made up first. So 3 interior bodies is required, and then 3 times 3 to make the exterior body. So that's a heck of a lot. We're not at the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. Oh, my Zeppelin field's full. Full of what? Cans. Dump them. So the thing fixed. There's a little chemical plant here. Making plenty of chemicals, plenty of oil, plenty of gas, and we're delivering the adhesive straight to the car manufacturing centre. No. Decline. Making this fortune here. Truck depot, what are you full of? Copper? Yeah, that's to be expected. You're full of iron ore. I don't actually think I need any more diodes. So should I stop making diodes and instead make... Well, actually, let's just wait a bit. Someone might want diodes. We've got plenty of glass. So I've got plenty of glass. Shall I start making some windows? Set. Yes. Switch you on. Might as well get those windows started being made. Because I'm going to need those. Glass melter 4. I guess it's the home factory. Did I not have one of those here? Home goods factory. Light bulbs. Light bulb. Light bulb needs copper wire and glass. Again, we'll get those running. We've got plenty of sand, so I think I might want to build some more glass. Yeah, where are you? Glass set. Yep. Increase. So I don't think I need any more diodes, so wait for this autosave to finish. How is our bodies going? Ooh, I must have made one. So if I check my warehouse out, I have 2. Well, I need a lot more. Irritatingly. Which does mean I need to stop selling my interiors. I'm going to remove that one, and whichever one has the interiors. Stop sending them there and bring them all back. I don't want to dump them, I want to move them. Where is it? Tier 2 or Tier 3? Tier 3? Send them back to Warehouse 1. Off you go. Empty out all of the stock. Because they are going to be needed. Okay, and we can clear you out. Oakley dokley. Yeah. So we're going to need 9. Is it 9? I'm sure it was 9. Go back. Yeah, so I'm going to need... To make a body chassis, I need 3 interior bodies. And I need 3 body chassis to make my car prototype. So that's going to be 9 interior bodies. So once we've got that done, then we'll be good. Hopefully I've got 27 adhesive. I've got plenty of adhesive. 27 times 2, 54 adhesive. So you need more adhesive. That's fine as well. No, I'm not going to deliver any rubber. Still need my seats. Why is it taking so long to get this up? I mean, they're fully operational. Why am I making furniture base? No, I'm not. I was just hovering over them. That's fair enough. That takes 40 days. You've got plenty of planks, so it's not really any excuses. We do have light bulbs in Elstow, which is good, because I can make car lamps with them. I might even actually make them over there. Right, what do I need for the exterior? Headlights. Headlights I need light bulbs and glass. And they're made in a home goods factory. So let us build a home goods factory number 2. Factories, home goods, there you are. Make sure it fits on the path. You can just make headlights. Get that stocked up and get as many headlights as we can. Apparently I've got a surplus of iron. Well, that's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. Plenty of coal. Great. So we are producing headlights. We'll produce 1 every 30 days. How many headlights do I need? Right. I need 2 for each exterior body. So that's 6 exterior bodies. And then times that by 3. 18 headlights. To make my body chassis. Seems reasonable. How are we getting on with our interiors? Still taking an awful long time to get these seats in. Have I got any more in Warehouse 1? Or 9? Or 8? Ah, I have 2. So we're going to need a lot more than that. Do I actually want any milk? No. Do I want any beef? No. Got plenty of cotton. Okay. Just wait for this autosave to clear, then have a look at where our bottlenecks are. So we're just not receiving enough of this stuff for our car seats. And it is our furniture bases. Let's just check to see if our furniture bases are actually being produced. And both of those have a surplus of stuff, so there's no real reason. Is it a truck depot? I mean, that should be delivering 12 every time it ticks over, like just now. Here comes the convoy. And they should be going straight into here. So you should have, once this is all delivered, 16, which means you should get 2 seats out of this. The warehouse is receiving them, and they're being delivered. So where are the others going? Oh, there they are. I've just been impatient. Alright, so that's 2 batches of car seats coming through. Which will then go to you. So that will get my third or my first batch done. And I got to repeat that. No, another 18, another 36 car seats required. This is a huge amount of resources required to make enough interiors for this prototype. It's going to take a bit longer than I'd initially thought it would. We've got you switched off for the time being, just because I want to just build up one and then the other. So, oh great, expert maintenance makes things a bit cheaper for me. My drinks factories are still making berry smoothies. Am I actually selling any berry smoothies? Diner? Fully demanded. I don't think so. Is there a problem with berry smoothies? That means that I'm not actually selling them. Let's find out. There's 24 sitting there. But the trains aren't running. Oh, because it needs 36. Okay. I'm wondering if I just get rid of them. And these guys just are waiting for stuff to arrive. It's costing me money, it's not actually contributing to the overall picture. Yeah, I think we'll level them. As our carpentry centre receiving more stuff, it is indeed. And our automotive factory is building another one of these. So I should now have, not in there, 3. I do have 3 interior bodies, which I almost dumped. That would have been awkward. Right, so 3 interior bodies, 3 exterior bodies, 9 rolls of adhesive, and that gives me 1 body chassis. So I need another 6 interior bodies, so I'll let those tick over. Our carpentry centre will do its job and build the car seats. Do need to increase the amount of bases though. I think I'll increase the amount of carpentry centres. It does seem to be taking an awful long time, so we'll up the ratio Another 2. You can make your boards, which you are, and then you can make, not car seats, but furniture bases. Right, so we'll just stock those up, which should hopefully mean we should have more runs of stuff. Now, I have plenty of interior linings. I needed interior linings for what? Yep, interior bodies. So I've got a nice supply of those, so we're good there. So it just leaves us with seats. Okay, well, seeing as not much is happening now, I think we'll save it there. And what I'll probably do is to, before my next stream, tidy things up a bit. See if we can make things a bit more efficient, just for the interior bodies. And see if we can make things a bit more interesting for the next run through. But thank you very much for watching. It's always a pleasure. I hope you join me again. And I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful day in whatever you're doing.